Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's your guy, man. It's your guy. I'm back. Today, another weight loss tip, man. We talking about ego depletion. Yeah, basically decision fatigue. I often talk about how fast society is. How we move so fast. As soon as we wake up in the morning, we checking our phones. We running back and forth. We got a lot going on. We got to figure out what the kids want. What the kids want to eat, what they want to wear. You thinking about what you eating for lunch today. You gonna meet up with the girls or the guys. You just think about all sorts of things. You think about all sorts of stuff. And from jump, that's from waking up. You don't take the time to slow down and meditate and get your mind right. That's something you should consider. It helped your boy out a lot. But anyhow, but yeah, man, we and then by us moving so fast, we tend to make poor decisions because of lack of mindfulness, because of our IQ dropping. I keep saying, the faster we move, the lower our IQ drops. That's just how it works. That's scientifically proven. When you rush, you don't make sound decisions. When you're shaken and flattered, you don't make sound decisions. And society speeds us up a lot to where we don't make a lot of good decisions. And then we're enticed by all the bad decisions as far as food that are around us. There's tons of poor food around us. And because we're not present in the moment, we often make bad decisions on the foods. And oftentimes that's what happens. And to add to that, like I mentioned, you add on top of that, us being fast and our IQ dropping and the lack of mindfulness, and you add on top of that ego depletion, decision fatigue. You just simply get tired of making decisions, man. It's too many decisions to make in a day. They say we have 60,000 thoughts a day. Imagine how many decisions we have a day. So, when you consider that, you think about food wise, and I know you're thinking again, like, man, what does that got to do with food? I'm telling you, all this stuff is mental. Is mental things. It's things that transpire up here, but everything is mental. Everything follows your mind. Whatever you think, you end up doing. So that's why the mental is so important. So when it comes to decision fatigue, because you have so many decisions to make, when it comes to food, you kind of just, you shut down. You just go with what your autopilot kicks in, and again, your autopilot is full of bad behaviors. It's not full of good behaviors. It's full of bad behaviors. So, when autopilot comes in, it's like, you revert to the bad stuff that you normally do. So that's why meditation is important. Affirmations are important because it can help you rewire that thinking. It can help you think new thoughts, see new things. Understand that. Yeah, man. Let me stick to what I got going on. I'm not gonna get off track. I'm gonna stick to my goals. But anyhow, ego depletion, man. Successful people like even like Obama. Obama, he had, I think it was it was black and gray. Those were his suits. Blue and gray, actually. It was a blue and gray. Those are his suits of choice. So the logic is, when you trying to determine what you want to wear, some of y'all know that takes a lot of time, man. You stand looking in the closet for about, 10, 15 minutes, maybe even longer. I don't know how long y'all look, but it can take a while to figure out something to wear. And, that's part of decision fatigue. That's a decision that we make, and that decision can take a long time. Whether we know it or not, how innocent it may seem, it's taking up space up here. It's taking up mental capacity. So that's one decision right there. As soon as we get up, we think about, man, what I'm gonna wear. Boom, 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 boom. Using up our ego. The ego has already started depleting. So it's like, that's one decision that you can take off your hands. Maybe by getting your clothes ready at nighttime. Get your stuff ready at night, iron your clothes, iron the kids' clothes at night. So that way when you wake up in the morning, there's one less decision that you have to make. So maybe shift it to the nighttime. Uh, Even Steve Jobs, you see Steve Jobs a lot of play, man, the turtleneck with the jeans on. You know, his thought was there's one less decision that he has to make. Steve Jobs was a decision making guy. So, if you can limit the amount of decisions that you have to make, you can use that mental capacity elsewhere to help you with other things. So that's the logic behind it. So ego depletion, it plays a big part in, you trying to accomplish your weight goals. So it's like you have to consider that, when it comes to the overall picture of it. Ego depletion, decision making, that falls under like time management. Kind of manage your time better. A lot of times, we can't get exercise in because the days they seem short. Maybe because we getting up too late. That's why I get up at 5 now. Boy, when you extend your day like that, it helps a lot. So it's like, if you're getting up at 8, 9, 10 o'clock, you're losing a lot of hours. Think about it. If you're a person that get up at 10 o'clock, if you shift it to where you're getting up at 5 o'clock, that's 5 extra hours that you have. 5 whole hours that you have at your disposal. 5 extras. So you can get your exercise in mentally and physically. You can plan out your day. You can get creative, do something that you like to do, a hobby or whatnot. So, yeah, that's a big advantage. So maybe try getting up early. That's how you can gain a lot of hours. Getting up early, getting the exercise in early. If you wait later on in the day, your ego is depleted. You can restore it by eating, but if you wait late to exercise, I've done it all. I've done the late exercising, and it's cool. You can do it, but it does take a lot. It takes a lot out of you, and sometimes it's not fun. And you know how I feel about fun. If it's not fun to you, you're not gonna continue with it. So, that's that. So that's where ego depletion comes in. Listen to Steve Jobs, listen to Obama, man. Those little decisions like that. That can take up a lot of mental energy. So, you kind of move some of that to the prior day, plan your days out. Think about the 5 P's, man. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. Know what I mean? Prior preparation prevents poor performance. Think about that. So try to plan your day out prior to getting here. You can figure out what you want to do, what you want to eat. If meal planning not really a part of what you do, that's fine. Take some other decisions off your plate. Figure out some other things. Plan it out. Put it on paper, baby. So, that's basically what it is, man. That's how ego depletion, that's how it plays a part. And, and you, rewiring the way you think, rewiring the way you see things. That's how ego depletion can play a part in it. It played a part in me figuring myself out. I like, man, because again, so many decisions, man. By me putting it on paper, seeing where I was messing up, I'm like, okay, I notice a pattern. Like I'm eating real poor on Friday nights. What's going on Friday nights? And then you can pinpoint it and put your attention on it. And then it's like, oh, okay, I see. Your boy, he kicking it on Friday nights. Basketball games on. You eating wings, drinking liquor. Kicking it, relaxing. No exercise. Just poor habits, man. Poor habits. Not saying that you can't have social interactions like that, because you can still do that. But what I wasn't doing is I wasn't sticking to, getting up the next morning and getting right back to it. It was just a bad habit. Bad habit on bad habit on bad habit. And, over time they build up, and it just create messed up situations. So yeah, that's basically what it is. So you get creative with the workouts. You research moves that are fun but challenging. Just keep that in mind, because you can't spot lose, but you can spot build. You can't spot lose fat. You can't just pick a spot on your body and say, yeah, I just want to lose my stomach, or, I just want to lose my legs. You can't do that. It doesn't work like that. But you can spot build muscle. You can spot build muscle where you want it. So just keep that in mind when you're creating your routines. I kept that in mind when I was creating my routines. When I was up there in weight, I couldn't really do a lot of good cardio because, you don't have really a lot of mobility like that. But you can lift weights. You can lift weights. And muscle burns fat. So, I started creating routines that I like to do. I was building muscle. At the same time, I was doing a little cardio. You seen me running those steps? I couldn't always run those steps, man. I couldn't always do that. So you just got to continue with it. Continue with it. Continue with it. You feel what I'm saying? But plan your stuff out. Lessen your decisions. Rewire your thinking. Just get better. I'm not done. I'm still getting better. We never done. We never done over here. We always trying to get better. Being better today than we were yesterday. You know what I'm saying? For real. So it's a continuing process. We always growing. We always trying to get better. So just do that. Think good things about yourself. Be better today than you were yesterday. You already know. Peace and blessings, man. I'm out.